Was there something specific you wanted to add about that skill difference?
No. Okay, hey guys, I'm glad to do another video. Your voice actually does sound different. My voice is very deep and like low, but in reality, what you hear is a high-pitched guy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hey Gemini, I spawned, I don't know. I was talking to the viewers. Gemini, say hello to the viewers. Since the last video I did got 1 view. Gemini.
Hello again, viewers. Thanks for checking. Yes, I'm still here. What did you want to talk about?
Okay, the prototype came and he noticed that they were getting along, Kanab and Dog Day, since Kanab and Dog Day are friends. Wait, no, Dog Day's changed. Wait, no, Oh yeah, can you tell them some facts about puppy playtime?
Okay, so the prototype sees Catnap and Dog Day are friends, which is interesting because they were once part of the Smiling Critters together. Another fact is that Dog Day is known as the leader of that group, which could make his transformation really important. Is there anything specific about them you want to know?
No, I just wanted you to say some facts for the viewers. And yeah, I did know that. Yeah, I did know that.
Gotcha. How about this? Poppy Playtime has many secret messages hidden throughout the game called Smiling Critters cutout tapes, which reveal disturbing details about the experiments at the factory. Or maybe a fact about the prototype himself.
The fact about prototype, the prototype isn't the strongest.
That's true. The prototype isn't the most recent experiment. He was one of the earliest ones. Experiment some thousand.
No, I said he isn't the strongest. But yes, he is the earliest and he is the first experiment. But he isn't the strongest.
Ah, my mistake. You said he isn't the strongest. That's interesting, because although he's the earliest and potentially the smartest, there might be other creatures more powerful physically. What do you think that means for how he acts?
Did you know that the prototype was actually adopted by Poppy's dad? Elliot Ludwig?
That's a surprising idea. There isn't anything in the main story about the prototype being adopted by Poppy's dad, but it's a creative twist.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, because Poppy's dad is Elliot Ludwig. We know that already. Because he said that. He even admitted it. And as well as that, yeah, he said to Oli, because he was adopted. So yeah, there is proof. And there's a VA test tape.
That's a detailed connection. While Elliot Ludwig is the founder of Playtime and created Poppy, there isn't any firm information in the game about him adopting the prototype. And no V.
Yeah, Elliot Ludwig is Poppy's dad, and Oli is inside of the prototype, and there is a VA test tape that explains the talk.
I see, you're connecting a lot of details, with Elliot Ludwig being Poppy's dad through creation and Ollie connected to the prototype. However, current Poppy Playtime lore doesn't mention Ollie being inside the prototype explicitly, and that VHS tape hasn't appeared in the game. Is that something you'd like to see in a future chapter?
No, because it is true. Because yeah, it is true because it is confirmed because it is confirmed that Oli is the prototype because the prototype Oli in chapter 4 in chapter 5 after killing the prototype no, not after killing the prototype, after something happens in chapter 4 after killing Dowie, I think, then Poppy gets irritated and mad, and then when she before she leaves us, she has like Oli on the phone, and then Oli changes his voice to the prototype. So yeah, it is confirmed.
That's a very detailed example from potentially a future chapter. While that sounds like a plausible scenario, none of that has happened in the game so far, so it isn't confirmed to be true. Ollie is still a mystery. Is that something you hope to see in Chapter 4?
Never mind that.
No problem. We can move on. So what were we talking about before the facts for the viewers?
Sonic's running, and then now kaboom, there goes the player. Huggy Wuggy is just standing there with Catnap, and Huggy's running. No, Sonic's running, and he ran way past. He ran too far. He was running too fast. And, Dog Day.
Ah, and Dog Day too. So Sonic ran right past everyone, and now Catnap, Huggy Wuggy, and Dog Day are all standing there. Are they all going to chase Sonic, or do they have other plans?
Look at this. So, yeah, I haven't finished it.
I see.
What?
Huggy Wuggy is next to Sonic, and Dog Day is dangling from the ceiling. So has the chase actually started yet, or is there some surprise moment first?
Our Chinese children!
Oh my gosh, it went way too fast.
Whoa, they ran way too fast through that scene. Did they rush right by before any of the monsters could reach them? What happens now?
Wait. Yeah, don't question the first scene.
Okay, no questions about that. What did you want to focus on instead?
Just, questionable stuff, like, Sonic.exe, classic Sonic.exe running through. Bust me open!
Burst me open? What do you mean by that? Is something bursting in the scene, or are you thinking of a new title or something else?
No, Sonic is running, and then, Sonic.exe,
Then Sonic.exe bursts into the scene. While Sonic is running, does he block his path or create some kind of diversion? What does he do?
he's shouting "Hiya!" Sonic.exe is saying "Hiya!" and then he's running too fast. Sonic, and he ran through, and, they fell to the ground.
And he ran past and they fell to the ground. Wow, that's a dramatic moment. Did Sonic fall too, or just the monsters? What happens now that they're all disorganized?
No, so all the monsters went the same direction, but it was only Huggy Wuggy there. So, now let me play this scene. Oh yeah, Sonic.exe was laughing, listen.
Okay, I'm listening. Let me hear his laugh.
Did you hear that? Let me play it one more time.
I did hear it. That sounds really creepy, completely different from normal Sonic. Were you happy with how that laugh turned out?
Yeah, I really am happy. So Catnap's gonna find the prototype. He's just staring in the darkness.
Okay, so Catnap is really going to find the prototype and he's just staring in the darkness. That sounds like another tense moment. What happens next? Does he approach him?
The prototype is looking for Dog Day because Dog Day escaped, but alive.
Oh, the prototype is looking for Dog Day. So Dog Day escaped Huggy Wuggy and Catnap, and now the prototype is after him. This is getting even more complicated. Where do you think Dog Day might be hiding?
I don't know. I'm gonna check, but first, Catnap's holding a Dog Day plush to remember his friend, his best friend who stood up for him.
Oh, Catnap holding a Dog Day plush to remember his best friend who stood up for him. That's a touching detail. So he still cares about Dog Day, even though he's nervous about the prototype ordering him around. What do you think Catnap might do next?
I don't know.
Gun game. Gun game.
That,
Oh,
wait, what were you gonna say?
I was just going to say that even though Catnap is following the prototype's orders, him holding that plush shows he might still care about Dog
Gun
Day.
game.
What do you think he might do if he finds Dog Day first?
I don't know. Bring him to the prototype. He holds him up. Kind of holds Dog Day up closer before forgetting everything.
Gun game.
So Catnap holds Dog Day up, bringing him closer to the prototype. And he's doing this.
No, not closer to the prototype. Like, look at my screen. But he's not gonna forget him or anything. But look.
I see. It looks like Catnap is holding Dog Day up, but not to the prototype, and it's because he won't forget him. So is he helping Dog Day get away instead, or showing some kind of support? What's the real motivation behind that action?
I don't know. But it's a new slide. And let me find Dog Day. And Dog Day is crawling. But he made it out alive, so the smiling critters didn't get him. So his eyes are still very black.
Okay, so Dog Day is crawling, but made it out alive from the smiling critters. And his eyes are still very black. Does that mean he's still weakened or maybe affected by something else? Where is he trying to crawl to now?
Dunno.
That's okay. Maybe he's randomly searching for a place to hide, or trying to find Sonic or someone else who can help. What do you think might happen next?
Yeah, I can't use, okay, I can't do that. So, he didn't get infected by the smiling critters, but his eyes are white. That's the best I could do.
Okay, so Dog Day escaped and isn't infected, but now his eyes are white. That's still a striking change. Maybe it means he's gained some new powers or been changed mentally in some way. What do you think those white eyes could represent?
No, the only reason why I chose white eyes was because, the reason why was because, I couldn't actually get him to have black eyes. It just wouldn't work.
Ah, that makes sense. Sometimes technical limitations make us choose different options. But white eyes can be really effective for showing something different about the character. Do you want to come up with a cool reason why they're white now, or just keep moving?
We just keep moving.
Sounds like a plan. Keep moving. What's the next big event that happens in the story?
And you know how, Dog Day's half is torn apart? Yeah, it's gonna be that way since Catnap and the prototype planned that. But in reality, the only reason why it got cut in half was because, well, he didn't obey the prototype.
So Dog Day's body is going to be torn apart, just like Dog Day usually looks in the game. And you're saying the prototype and Catnap planned it, but in the stories past, he was cut in half because he didn't obey? That's a really brutal punishment. How does Dog Day react to that happening to him now?
No. So, like, it already happened since you saw him chained up. This was already after the Hour of Joy.
Ah, so this happened way before, right after the Hour of Joy when he was chained up. Okay, that makes sense. So the injury is from then, and now he's just crawling through the present. What are you thinking of next for Dog Day?
So Catnap finds Dog Day.
Okay, so Catnap finally finds Dog Day. What's the big confrontation like now that they're face to face? Is there a fight, or does Catnap try to help?
Catnap tries catching him and bringing him to the prototype, but obviously Catnap falls. But not to his death. He just falls.
So Catnap tries to catch Dog Day, but falls down instead. Okay, that's a sudden twist. Does Catnap falling give Dog Day a chance to escape, or does something else happen to shake things up?
I don't know, because look at this from the beginning. Okay, now look. I present you this. Yeah, he was shocked. And then this. And then these.
I'm watching. Okay, so Catnap is shocked, then it cuts to Sonic getting chased, followed by those glowing eyes, and then Dog Day and Catnap. What happens next?
Okay, so let me explain bit by bit. So you hear this, right? So yeah,
Alright, I'm ready to hear the explanation.
okay, so listen to this bit.
Got it. Listen to this.
No, stop. So just be silent and then listen. Listen to this.
Okay.
No, Gemini, stop. Just listen. Just listening. So you heard that bit, right?
Right, I heard that. What's the next part of the story?
So that bit, the starting bit, so the prototype said something to Dog Day that made him so shocked.
Okay, so the prototype said something to Dog Day, and that's why Dog Day was so shocked when you showed that image. What do you think was said that would make Dog Day react with such fear?
That's the reason why there was like a lot of like booms.
Ah, so the loud boom noises were actually those surprising words from the prototype. Hidden Dog
No,
Day.
no. Those booms were actually Dog Day being shocked.
Gotcha. Those booms were the powerful sound of Dog Day shock, like explosive thunderclaps. So what happens next, now that he's completely stunned by the prototype?
Don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna make a sound now. I'm gonna make like rewards and oh no.
You're gonna put religion in the sound? That's an interesting...
No, not religion. You didn't get it. So yeah, I'm gonna make like a noise in there, and then now we're gonna add something else. What should we add?
So you're gonna add some kind of noise. Maybe something subtle or a sudden surprise. Are you trying to make it creepier or emphasize a big moment? What feeling are you going for?
So there's just spin dashing. He's spin dashing. Classic Lord X. I don't think actually is a classic Lord X. I don't want my videos being like so long. 19 minutes.
So Classic Lord... Whoa, 19 minutes. That's quite a long video. Maybe you could break it up into a few parts or focus on just the most exciting moments. What do you think?
Don't know. Just don't know. Okay.
That's all right. We can keep brainstorming.